Hey guys, welcome to the Building a Podcast community session of the Epic Conference. This is going to be a great discussion. We've got two gentlemen here with us today. We've got Terrence Keys from Keys Constrictors, and we got Malacio, aka Wiz from Wiz Constrictor Reptiles. If anybody can talk to you guys about building a podcast community, is these two guys. Like, I've watched both of these guys grow over the past years, and they have absolutely positively held it down. And there's been nobody that I've seen, I mean, nobody that I've seen who have done a better job at building a community through their podcast and through the content that they're putting out. So when we're thinking about who to bring on to talk about this subject, these guys were at the top of the list. So this is going to be a great, good conversation, a lot of fun, a lot of jokes, and you're going to see why they are the subject matter experts. So without further ado, please bring on Wiz and Keys. What's up, guys? How's it going?
Appreciate it. Appreciate you having us on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know, man. This is. I've been looking forward to this all week, man. So definitely appreciate you guys coming on. We get to talk all the time, so it's gonna be a little hard for us to keep it to 30 minutes, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna make it happen.
I've been wondering how he's gonna be doing this since it was first brought up to us, but we're gonna try and make it work.
We'll make it happen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. So right out the gate. So what do you guys think are some keys to building a strong sense of community? Like, what's y'all's hacks?
Man, just to continue the wave that Terrence T. Keys started, man, with just the whole positivity is probably going to be number one to me. It makes you feel good when you have a safe space to come to, you know what I mean? When you can sit back and vibe with like-minded individuals and not have to worry about, this person saying this or that person saying that. And everyone kind of boosts each other, make each other feel good, give shout outs live on the camera and everything like that. And it's just all inclusive. It's just a lovely spot to be. Positivity got to be number one to me.
Got to be number one. Being able to just feel comfortable in a space that you feel comfortable at is it. Not afraid to be yourself at any times. Worry about asking the wrong questions. Nothing like that. Being judged. No judgment. Being in a real no judgment zone is is key to anything.
Absolutely.
One of the things that I've seen you do too that I like a lot is, and I observed this from the very beginning. You know every single person's name, like right off. Like, it doesn't matter what their handle is, you know the name. Like, I was like, how does he do that?
All right. There's a couple reasons behind that. Like, and I say the earliest thing is I was always a big Cheers fan. Like people know, like I said this before, that Cheers is my favorite show recently, but it was that place where everybody knows your name. That always stuck to me. Like, I want to be at a place like that. I want to be at a place that everybody is, all these different people, and you're all welcome. It was like a great place to be. And I was just like, man, if I can recreate that somehow, some way, that'll be dope. And I feel like I've been able to do that throughout my entire life. Like my background is management. So I prided myself on knowing all the associates, knowing their names, and knowing something personal about them. So it was like, you're not just an employee for me. You are an individual. I care about you. And what better way to people to know that you care about them is to actually take interest in them. So I'm gonna take interest in you.
No doubt.
As like I like to convey that. So yeah, and I want people to feel that. So you're gonna feel that if I'm taking interest in, like, you don't know, like, how do you know that I know their name? Because I again, I don't just know your name. I know a lot more than that.
Yeah.
And I like to say that when I introduce people, I'll say something personal about them too. I'm like, oh shit, excuse me.
Yeah, I kind of took that lesson from him too, because like, if you go back a few months ago, I could never remember anybody's name, and now I make it a point to legitimately learn everybody's name. And if they just put their handle up there, I'll ask them, like, yo, give me your real name so I can address you. You know what I mean? Because it's a big deal. Like you said, if you take the time to learn somebody's name, then you actually care about them. So it's just part of that inclusiveness. You know what I mean? That safe spot.
100%. And one of the things that you do is when you're introducing somebody, Like it's next level. Like I was joking with Takar. Takar is my wife, for those of y'all who don't know. But I was joking with Takar. I was like, if I leave here before Wiz leaves here, please have this man at my funeral.
Yes,
Because
yes.
man, the way you do it, man, it just and I was joking with y'all in the chat. Y'all were introducing, I forgot who it was y'all were introducing, but I was like, man, I'm ready to run through the wall for this guy just by
Oh
virtue of
yeah,
the way that
yeah.
you introduced him and said so many positive things about him. And I feel like that goes a long way too.
Yeah, man. It's just one of the things that I personally take pride in doing. You know what I mean? Like whenever there's a guest coming up, I take a little time to dive into Instagram, or if it's somebody personal that I know, I don't have to do that. But if it's somebody that I don't get to like interact with on the daily, take some time, dive in, find some, things about them that I can relate to, and just kind of put that out there for other people to see why, this cat is cool to me, why this girl does what she does. You know what I mean? It's just cool to put people behind my eyes so they can see it from my perspective, kind of thing.
They're getting their flowers. He gives them their flowers, man. Everybody deserves their flowers, and Wiz makes sure you get your flowers.
Why you can smell them.
Why you can smell them. That's important. Why you can smell them.
Yeah, that's a dope approach, man. I really like that. So, reptile, exotic pet industry, big industry. You've got people kind of on the peripheral of it who just really kind of keep, and then you got people who are actually involved in the community. So, do you guys think it's important to be in the community, and why or why not?
Yeah, I think it's detrimental. You have to. It's like John from Morph said, it's kind of cliche, but at the same time, it's real poignant. You have to find your tribe. You have to find your people. And the only way to do that, in my opinion, is to be out there, be in front of them, let them see you, interact in the chat, that kind of thing. And then eventually you kind of find each other. You know what I mean? Like-minded people tend to gravitate towards each other. So even though there's this big, huge bubble of us, everybody has their little bubble that they fit in, and a lot of people fit in 4 or 5, 6 little bubbles. So it's just all about bringing that community together and keeping everything positive as usual, and making sure that everybody feels appreciated, seen. Visibility is a big thing. Making sure everybody feels seen and appreciated is major. So I think it's building that community first and getting your name out there allows you to find those people, like-minded people, and then you can kind of grow your community, your personal community from that.
You guys feel like having a podcast really helped facilitate that for y'all and would help for others?
Definitely.
Oh, absolutely.
Not even just hosting one, just being on one, being visible in front of them. Keys is a big, and Keisha as well, his wife. They're big about put your links in the chat, put your information in the chat, and that way we can click and follow you right then and there. During any live stream, you'll see it pop up. You'll see them do that. I've been taking that cue as well and making sure that people can get that interaction and gain, 10, 15 followers from that reptile or that podcast. And then you just that helps to grow your own little bubbles. So really cool. 100%. Yeah, man. I took a lot of lessons from this guy right here.
100%. So what are some other pros of having a podcast, and then what are some cons, kind of the flip side of that question as well?
The main pro is the relations that you build. You're introducing yourself and your audience to different people that you normally wouldn't meet, and that in itself is invaluable. Like the future ramifications it can have is stuff like this. Like right, look where we're at right now.
Yep.
Right.
Like, this is crazy.
Agreed.
Just because we got on a podcast, just to shoot the breeze a little bit, and then it grew to it became a wave, and so don't be afraid to put yourself out there and at any time for anything, period. Have faith in yourself and be around like-minded people that have faith in you also.
I agree with that.
100%.
Only con, especially with the Wiskeybomb network, and too with the Herb Collectors network, the number of shows you don't got time. Like there's There's literally sometimes you have to kind of, babe, I can't go do this because I got the show tonight. Babe, we can't go here. Hey, sorry, son, I got to run in the house because this time, we got to stop throwing the football around. I got to go do the show. You know what I mean? So that's really the only con. But when you look at it in the big scheme of things, it's 24 hours in a day. If I'm going for an hour and a half or whatever, it shouldn't, you know what I mean? It shouldn't be that big a deal in the big structure of things. So you can fall into a trap where you neglect responsibilities, you neglect family, you neglect your friends, you neglect, your movies and your shows that you follow, video games, if you play that. It could kind of get in the way of all that if you let it. But if you don't let it, you know what I mean, then it doesn't. So to me, that's the only con. It's just the time. But everything else is a positive. Literally everything else.
Yeah, I think
it's a con. It depends. It's a con if it's a con to you, really, because like Wiz, we're doing this like 20, like I said, it's crazy how much hours we put into this. It's like really no time for anything else. But I don't feel like.
No,
it's
pressure.
Not like it's nothing.
It's not pressure. Yeah, exactly.
No pressure at all. I like to utilize every second I have. I'm just that person. Like everything has to be accounted for, and if I'm doing something that can have a bigger impact, man, I'll do it until until I'm out. So to me, it's no con in time. Only thing is, it's sacrifice. How much are you willing to sacrifice? That's right. How much are you willing to sacrifice?
That's it.
Yeah, I think like what Wiz said, if you let it is really key, right? If you let it, is a lot of different things going on in everybody's life, and so you kind of gotta prioritize things because we're time limited, right? And so it's only so many hours in the day. It's certain things that have to get done, and then it's certain things you've got flexibility on, and so you have to really be honest with yourself in terms of what you want to allocate your time to. And so as long as you keeping it a buck with yourself and allocating your time to things that are making you happy and making you feel like you're being successful in whatever it is that you're doing, then you'll be fine. Is when sometimes things can become overbearing because you are having to make sacrifices. You are overlooking certain things that you really don't want to be overlooking. And at that point, you got to also cue the buck with yourself and say, hey, what can I change? You know what I mean? And that's when you can start delegating stuff. You can start changing the way you do stuff. It's a lot of different approaches, but it's kind of like a puzzle, right? And you got to figure it out, put it together in a way that works for what you're trying to ultimately do, if that makes sense.
Yep, 100%. That's pretty much it. Yeah, and it's not like anything like you said, like he said. It's not like a pressure. Like it's not like, you know what I'm saying. Like I have to do this at this time. Like there's no one breathing down my neck or anything like that. But I, at the same time, made the commitment. You know what I mean? Like, and if I made that commitment, I got to be there for it. You feel me? So it's a responsibility.
Oh yeah, I'll hold myself accountable. Like crazy.
100%.
So
I'm sure you guys.
I think time management is like probably the most important thing too. With doing this is you got to be able management. You got to make time for your family. Family is number one. Like number one. I will stop doing this in a heartbeat if it interfered with my family.
For sure.
100%. And load management too. And just making sure. Yeah.
Yes. Just like the NBA or anywhere else. Yeah.
I stole that from LeBron.
Yeah. And that's the same. Like Keys will never just kind of be like, yo, do this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's never like that. It's always like, yo, we're gonna start this, and then Wiz, you mind doing? Yeah, I got it, no problem. And I would never be like, yeah, I got it if I don't. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't take anything on that's too much on my plate, kind of thing. So
it made perfect.
It's a good relationship, bro. We got it's like real life brothers over here, man. Like I couldn't complain about anything.
That make perfect sense. And so I'm sure y'all have kind of touched on this already, but talk about like how y'all view success in the podcast space. Like what's your barometer for success?
Continued growth. Not staying stagnant. always moving forward. To me, it's like if it's doing the same thing over and over again, like kind of gets redundant to me. So it's like long as I'm growing, we're growing. I think we're doing the right thing, and we're being successful.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. Keep moving. It's always something different on the horizon. You know what I mean? There's even if we have the same guests on 2 weeks back to back, it would be two completely different interviews, and it'll never feel boring. It'll never feel, like he said, it'll never feel redundant. It never feels like we doing the same thing over and over and over again. And then just like the brand recognition that we got, you know what I'm saying, since we kind of started the Wiskeybomb network, I personally got so many DMs from people like, yo, I love what y'all doing. Keep doing what y'all doing. And that's what I do it for. Like, that is the reason, like that kind of stuff right there. Whether it be somebody new, whether it be somebody who's an OG in the game and you know, gains a lot of respect and everything that comes with their name. I've had DMs from both sides of the field, man, and it makes it all worthwhile. You know what I mean? So to me, that's one of the barometers for success is that brand recognition, having people say whiskey, like throwing Wiskeybomb emojis in the chat, little sayings that we say on our shows that you hear outside of our shows, just little stuff like that I consider, you know what I'm saying, for us to be.
I'm kind of touching that a little bit, Pauls. He was like, the DMs that we get from people that saying how much we inspire them and stuff is that like everybody like everybody in your walks of life, everybody has a chance to be an impactful in some way on your day's life. And every day you have the opportunity that people will go home, they'll sit down at their dinner table and they will talk about you, be it good or bad. When I want somebody sitting home talking about me, I don't want it to be in bad. I want it to be a good interaction. And knowing that we do that every day, 7 days a week, we're giving people good interactions, it fills me, man. It fills me with so much. I like being able to do that. I love being able to do that.
For real.
So that's positivity.
Yeah.
And
I consider
we admit that. Wiskeybomb Network, that's what we live for. Positive interactions. So
you touched on brand recognition earlier, and so that's a good segue into the next question. So speaking of like brand recognition, industry tenure, do you guys feel like you have to have an established brand or have to have like an established amount of time in the industry before you get into the podcast space?
No. Jump off the porch. If you got the urge, you got the equipment, if you got the phone, all you need is a phone nowadays, honestly. Jump off the porch. There's somebody who needs to hear what you got to say. Keys just said it. Like, you never know who you might run into. The right person might come across your channel, whether you got 2 people watching or 200 people. That message still can get through to that person and matter to them. So I don't feel like that's. I feel like a lot of people stop themselves because of that reason. Oh, I don't got a brand. Who's gonna watch me? Who's gonna know that I'm even doing it? Blah. Don't worry about that. Let that snowball get to rolling first. You know what I mean? Like, it makes it easier. Don't get it wrong. If you already got a brand, you already established, you have those people there who can kind of start that snowball for you. But 100%. If you don't have it, that's how you find.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it. Make it happen. And I can tell you a quick story.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, when we started the podcast, I've been breeding for a year. I didn't do any network. I should have been doing network. That's one thing like I wish I would have did. But we do everything when you're supposed to do it, period. But if I can go back, I would have started networking before. I didn't feel comfortable until I had clutches under my belt. I was like imposter syndrome. I didn't want to do that. I shouldn't have been doing that. I should just went in and asked questions and all that, because I made a lot of mistakes that could have been prevented because I didn't do that. But so I got the clutches on my belt. I want to sell snakes, whatever. So that's how I got into YouTube, whatever. So this is my first podcast. People really didn't know me, but like Wiz was like, go ahead, do this. We had a couple people that's like, yo, do this. Good friends, like, go ahead and do this. But 10 minutes before I went live, I was upstairs like, I shouldn't do this because nobody's gonna watch me. Like I'm a nobody. I'm not going. I told my wife this. Yo, we just canceled, and something's like, who cares? Just go there and do it. Who cares if 2 people watch? The right people's gonna watch you. Just go out there and do it, and don't be afraid. Just turn it. And I was using a phone too, phone.
Exactly.
And I just went there, pressed live. 3 years later,
look at you.
We here.
Look at you. You see what I'm
3
saying?
years later, network.
Doing big 3 years later, network. 3 years later, network. We got like 16 podcasts. No cap. Crazy. More coming out.
Nice. That's what's up. So speaking of that, when do you think the right time is to take on more than one podcast, and kind of like how do you go about deciding that and managing that whole process?
You need a team.
You gotta have a team. 100%. You need a team. Gotta have a team.
The right team.
We kind of gave little bits and pieces throughout the little conversation that we had. Like, you gotta have people willing to be there, dedicated, committed, people who bring something unique and something different to the table. You don't want a cookie cutter. You know what I mean? You don't want the same type of thing that you can get anywhere else. You want something that's different. And then you got the people who play roles that don't want to be seen. They got to be able to, you got to have those cogs in the machine as well. So I feel like it's the team effort that makes the whole thing a success. One person couldn't do it. Me and Keys alone couldn't do it. It takes the whole team to make something like that happen. And as you develop and grow that team, then you start to, branch out within those people that you have. Yo, I like what you're doing over here, man. Would you mind co-hosting this show with some? You know what I mean? And then that
we got ideas, and we can't do them all ourselves. So it's like, all right, why don't you incorporate the people that we met, these relationships that we built, which is we can't talk as much. I would love to talk. I would love to talk, but we be talking forever. We be talking forever because it's so much. It's so much. It's a lot coming out of this, and it's all to bring this community, make it bigger, and spread it out, and introduce more people into our communities, and intertwine everything, bring everything together.
Yep.
Dope. So I was watching Joe Rogan podcast like a couple months back. He had Raekwon on, and they were talking about Wu-Tang, kind of the history there, kind of how all those guys came together. And so like one of the things I remember about that podcast is them talking about how they came together, how everybody was kind of doing their own thing, how everybody was really good, obviously, at what they were doing individually, but they decided to come together and do it as a unit, and they were able to do it without egos getting in the way. And that's one of the same thing that I see with y'all and y'all's team. So talk about that dynamic and how y'all are able to execute on such a high level without egos and all the other crazy stuff getting in the way.
It don't even really exist, because I mean, this whole network, this whole idea, this is all Keys' baby right here. You know what I mean? This is his passion project. This is what he wanted from the first day we started talking about it to now, and we got it came to fruition and all that. So for me to have any part in destroying that or causing that not to grow to what it should be would break me as a person. I'm not built like that. I'm not cut from that cloth. So for me, it's just natural. Yo, bro, here's the idea. How does this sound? It's cool, but we should do this instead. Ooh, that's even better. Let's roll with that. And then it goes from there. It's never no flat out, nah, that don't work. It's never no, don't even come. Like, you can come to him with any ideas, with anything, or the whole team, not just me. And we discuss everything as a group. He, of course, has final say on it all, and everybody understands and respects that. But every decision that makes it up there to him comes from the whole group as a collective. Like, it's not just one person. It's not just me versus Keys. It's not just DJ versus Keys or Jared versus Keys. It's everybody as a unit. It's the Wiskeybomb network. And then if everything checks all the boxes that he got on his list, then we go with the show and it goes live. That's about it.
That's about it. No egos. Shit.
Yeah, I was about to pivot to you. Say you want to add on to that.
It's all love, man. This is my brother. As like, I share everything with them. So that's
Yeah.
it.
It's like I'm VP, bro. Like I'm literally VP, CFO, whatever you want to call it. Like one step down from it. If he come up with an idea, he wouldn't run with it unless he talked to me first and talked to, a select group of people first about it. Like he's not the type to just run wild and do what he gonna do just because it's his channel, his network. You know what I mean? It's not. He don't think of it as just his channel, just his network. It's ours. It's collective.
I'm trying to help everybody grow. Yeah. I'm trying to help everybody grow. So
100%.
And I have a lot of ideas, and Wiz helps them shits come to fruition. Like he makes them, like, I'll have an idea. I'm like, yo, this is what I want to do, and he makes that shit happen. He helps me make that shit happen. So it don't happen without Wiz.
Yeah, one hand washes the other, bro. It's like one hand washes the other.
So how do you guys deal with negativity surrounding what you do?
Ignore it.
Keep it away.
No time for it, bro. I'm not donating no energy to that. I'm not giving none of my good vibes to it. I don't got time for it. If I sense it,
it's not allowed in our chat.
I'm out. I separate myself from it. If it comes up in the chat, and so another thing that they do, everybody gets moderate status. As soon as someone comes in the chat on any live stream being crazy, it's over.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to.
First, they get muted. They'll get muted. If they got to get taken out, they get taken out. But we don't tolerate none of that.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to keep that kind of stuff in check because it's draining.
Yeah, for
sure.
There's
so many positive things to focus on, and so many things you can be doing to grow yourself to focus on that demand your time. You don't have time for the negative stuff. It's draining, like mentally draining, physically draining, spiritually draining. Like,
exactly, bro. None of
my
energy.
Time for it. Like it's energy, vampire type action.
100%.
Nobody got time for that.
That's it.
Cool. So real quick, wrap up question. Actually, we got a couple minutes, about 2.5. What's some advice that y'all would give to people thinking about entering this space?
Jump off the porch. Do it. Like, don't even hesitate. Don't second guess yourself. Do it. If you want to do it. Give it a try. You never know what you can do or can't do until you give it a try. And don't be afraid to ask for help and mentorship out here. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to ask somebody how they did what they did. How do you do what you do? You know what I mean? And most 99% of people would be willing to give you their time. So
I'm hearing, be a student, be like water, and be like Nike.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to fail at anything, man. Don't afraid to mess up. Yeah, that's how you learn. That's how you learn, is by messing up. You don't know what you're doing wrong. You're never doing what you're right till you do it wrong. So don't be afraid for any of that. And like they said, don't ever be afraid to reach out for help about anything. Like, you can reach out to me anytime. I always answer.
Yeah, DM me anytime. I'm always here for whatever questions you got. It's all right there with Constrictors everywhere.
Yeah, I think that's a big thing too, because I feel like a lot of people, especially like people newer into the industry, you know what I'm saying, regardless of what species they keep or whatnot, they are intimidated by reaching out to like more tenured people, especially if they got a big name or a big social media following. I can't say it's true for everybody, but a lot of folks, like, you'll be surprised like how quickly they would reach back out to you and help you, because a lot of us just really want to see people succeed. We want to see new people coming into the industry. We want to see that community aspect because it's good for the animals, first and foremost, but it's also good for the community. It's good for business. There's just so many positive things that come along with helping people and helping people be successful. And so people, they'll reach out to you. These people put their pants on one leg at a time, just like the rest of us. So for me, I've somersault backflip in mine, but you know what I mean? Everybody can't do that. But these people are willing to help. So definitely don't hesitate to reach out.
Yeah, reach out to anybody. Worst they could do is say no. That's it.
Facts. Well, guys, man, it's been great, man. We're right at the 30-minute mark, so we're going to wrap it up for tonight. But appreciate y'all coming out and chatting with us.
Thank you,
this is epic, guys. Thank y'all for checking it out.